It's only 2 a.m. Let's just pick another lock. Why are we not picking another lock? What is this one? This is a challenge lock by the Ghost Locks, CL number 5. So I think it was CL4 we picked the other day. Was it? I better check. Yes, it was. It was CL4 we picked the other day. We're going to pick CL5. So let's see what we can get here. That'll work. I had this in the main body of the clamp earlier, just before shooting, or starting to shoot, and of course it locked the core up. That's one of the problems. This clamp will, I think I mentioned that before, seize that core. Okay, ooh, we just fell into a bit of a false. Either that or the tension wrench slipped. Maybe on 3. Well, 2 looks like it's got a little more to give, and we're in. That's weird though. So when I just reset it. I'll try that again. Did not hear much fall, which suggests to me, that's 2, which suggests to me that something might be jammed. Okay, there's 1. I just really pushed on 2 again and did not get the same result. Okay, there's a false. It definitely feels different in there this time. Let's try resetting. Felt something just occur. It's definitely feeling springier this time. Okay, there's a false we just jammed into. So can we just lift pin 2 again? No, we can't. Okay. Oh, that is a I just had to do a manual rotate. Well, I don't know if I had to. Oh, we definitely got 2 overset. Oh, I thought we had 2 overset, but there we go. We're in again. Had to do some manual rotating there. All right, that's some interesting. Let's see what we get. Should I turn the light back on? I think our lighting's okay. You do have a key. It is mummified. You can still sort of see what's going on with some of it, though. We're gonna try to leave it. We'll see what we get. Hopefully we'll. I don't feel like dealing with that shrink wrap stuff. Actually, it's not too bad. I think I should have a knife on hand somewhere if I have to cut it. Should I shim it? Maybe. Let's go for it. Oh, something's... Let's avoid a gutting disaster. That is not a shim. That is a homemade tensioner. I think I'm going to order a slew of tensioners. There's been some... Wow, okay, what's going on with you? That's needed a few custom tensioners. And I just don't feel like messing with the ones I've already got. I feel like we're on our way to a gutting disaster here. Shim is not wanting to go in. There we go. There we go. Oh, is it crooked though? Is that why it... So now let's see what we get. Okay. So yeah, and I don't know, you know my motto, why order one when you can order two? So if I get around to ordering some tensioners, maybe we'll do a tensioner giveaway. How many I'm gonna actually order. But you know, like just for bottom of the keyway stuff, like South Ford just has some incredibly cheap tensioners. What, like $1.25 or something. And I figure, you know what? By the time I sit there and grind some, I'm up to $1.25. So I might as well just buy some that are already pretty much pre-cut and then just modify them as need be. Let's turn this light on. My eyes are getting worse, I swear. Okay. Let's mark the front of the lock here. Not do this backwards like we did his number 4. What I'm suspecting is one of these is going to stick. Because I think we had some sticking. Like what? Like why is no pin coming out? Because the shim is still in there, dummy. Oh, that's a number 2 is very cool. 3 didn't have a whole lot of pop to it, but came out. Spool. And another spool in 5. 5 was the one we had to manually cock back. Well, that guy's cut within like a freaking inch of his life. It looks like it anyway. We'll see once we get it under the camera. Yeah, looks like we got maybe a partial spring up there in 5. We lost the spring for 2. It's right here. These are kind of itty bitty springs. Yeah, that first pick was weird. Okay, let's flip the camera around and take a look at these pins by the Ghost. Okay, here we go. So you can see we've got, let's look at the, did we look at the core? I don't think we already looked at the core. It looks all standard. I don't know, again, I don't know if he filed that flat or if that's just the way that core was, because I don't know, I don't understand I pull so many of these apart and find that this top part has been flattened. I don't know if that's part of manufacturing or if that's some locksmith got his hands on it and for whatever reason filed it a little bit. If you know, let me know. Could be both. Maybe some are a little flattened. But yeah, so you can see our 1, 2, and 3 pretty much just got some spool elements here you do not want to overset. No oversets, like I said in the other video that I just finished, do tend to drop. Some of these are pretty nasty big. They would have a little more difficult of a time doing that. For a standard, 5 is very, very deep cut. Now this was one of the ones I had to manually rotate back. That's cool. I love that center, how it widens up a little bit. I mean, you could see that this thing, how close can we get it to the camera? At the top, it is cut pretty close to it. Yeah, that is like close to the end of its life right there. It's so cut. Very deep spool. Love that little center bit. And we got another spool here. Come on, camera. He's cut pretty deep too. Though, honestly, you see how deep that one's cut. The rest of them kind of pale in comparison, don't they? Looks like this guy's a standard, but he may have a couple little serration. It's hard to tell if what's going on there is intentional or not. There is something to the center of it. I don't know if he just maybe hit it like one time with a file. If I put it under the light, can I see any better? No. That's pretty standard though. It is, but there does seem to be something going on in the center of it, but it may just be a file mark or something. And wasn't one of these, something like this was in the other challenge lock, wasn't it? I love these guys. These are awesome. Ow, man, it's, what did I say about it only being 2 a.m.? Just jab the tweezers into my finger. There we go. Nicely cut spool. Are we bleeding? No, not really. Yeah, squirt. Oh, if I'd only had the fake blood prepared, right? Because squirted all over the place. So yeah, there we go. The ghost locks. You know what? I think, do we still have a minute? We should chuck these up because I know I didn't do the Fast Charlie lock, but again, I want to see this deep double guy in action. I think maybe he's backwards, but no, that should work. We'll load them both up. I'm not going to load them all up. I think we're pretty good on that, but let's see where we're at. Oh yeah, look at that. Sits very nicely and more complementary of each other than what you may kind of initially see here. Very cool, man. All right, the ghost. We will, thanks for the challenge lock. We will get it out floating around out there. In the meantime, everybody, yeah, do we make it a 3 for tonight? Probably not. Yeah. Anyway, you all have a good one.